Hey guys, it's me, Travis with PlayerProps.ai. Just finally got checked into, as you can see, my hotel room. Ready to do some episodes, knock out some plays here for you guys for October 29th, Tuesday, for some NBA plays. I do want to shout out a new feature that we just added to the site this morning. And by this morning, I mean pretty much 30 minutes ago. So right now, if you have ever checked out the app at least once and you're utilizing either the free version of the app or the premium version of the app, you know that when you go to the player prop predictor tool, that the automatic sort is by difference. So you always see the highest percentage difference here. If this is toggled O for over, you're going to see the highest number with the plus symbol. If you toggle under, you'll see the highest negative difference. And of course, this just compares the line to the projection. We had somebody in our Discord ask, as it actually just asked this morning, hey, when we're looking at like certain kind of plays, it'd be nice if we could sort by the actual projection value and not just the difference. So what we did is we added that in a very short period of time. So props to our dev team for pumping that out. Now when you go to the dev or the difference or the sort filter here, you can actually go down to projection. And what it's going to do is it's going to sort all of the points plays, because you see here that points is toggled, all of the points plays by the highest projection, regardless of the line. So even though Luca's up here at top with the highest projection, he has a negative percentage difference because his projection is just under his 29.5 line. So it's going to have a lot of differences all over the place. It's going to have a lot of um, past hit rates all over the place. But if you're solely looking for the person who's got the highest AI projection, this new sort feature is able to do that for you. But for the sake of the show, we'd like to sort by this. But when you're playing around with the free version or the premium version, you can play around with that sort filter and see which one best suits your needs. Yesterday we had Bradley Beal, PRA, as the play of the day. Uh, the the man decided he didn't want to play for the first half. I knew. So this is the thing. If you listen to my last show, we faded. Uh, was it Jaren Jackson Jr. because he was coming off of an injury where he no, it wasn't Jaren. Who's the guy that was starting? No, I think it was Jaren Jackson. Yeah, it was JJJ, Triple J. We faded him. He's coming off an injury, but we went ahead and locked Bradley Bill, who has been playing this season and just missed one game for a minor injury. But we're just going to move forward and say that if anybody is coming back from missing any games due to injury, we're going to fade them completely. So not just a multiple game injury, even if it's one, I don't want to focus on them too much because there's a lot of healthy players available. So with that being said, let's see what we're going to lock in for today. Um, as you know, I stay away from baby lines. There's only a handful of games today. We have what, 4 games here. So there's not a lot to choose from. So if we're looking for people that have double digit points lines or higher, there's only 2 of them that have a percentage difference of 20 or higher. And then there's 2 more that have percentage difference of 15 or higher in the 15 to 20 range. And that's what Schroeder, George, Gobert, and Donnie D. Dante D. I'm gonna call him Donnie D because why not? Um, he has a pretty nice implied chance, so his line for the over is minus 130. So the sportsbooks are definitely thinking he's going to hit over. If we're looking at the 3 games he's played this season so far for Minnesota, he hit in the last one and didn't hit the first 2. 10, 9, 16. So he's trending up, but he's still trying to find his identity with his new team. So I think we still might hold off on that. Rudy Gobert knows his identity with his team. He's been there for a good chunk of change. I don't know when did that Utah Jazz trade happen? I don't know, but he's been with Minnesota for quite a while now. But if we look at his past stuff here, the games that he's played, 13, 3, an abysmal 3, and 15. So if we're just this is so low that it's almost crazy. We should probably just remove it as an outlier. But if we look at the 2 games where he actually seems to put effort in and play a good chunk of change, good chunk of minutes, he's covered this 2 out of 3. 11.5 is relatively low. It's towards the end of the spectrum of what we allow. Before I say anything on who I like points wise, let's go to my second favorite stat, PRA. For this one, we like to see lines that are 20 or higher. And it looks like we have 3 around the 10 percent difference range. Yeah. Okay. So we have DeMar, George, and Schroeder, who we already know were, well, not necessarily DeMar, but George and Schroeder were ticking up on the point side of things. So we looked at DeMar yesterday. Yeah, 10-28 game here yesterday, where in the beginning of the season is the books didn't know where his line should be because he's with a new team as well. And the first game he had 36, last game he had 26, and I think yesterday his line was his PRA line like 32.5, maybe 31.5. So he did not exceed 31 or higher, but he is getting a lot of usage. I just don't like the fact that there's only what 4.0 difference. This man's getting three stats combined, and there's only a 4.0 difference, which is probably going to be the same for the other two guys. Yeah, two. The difference is there's not enough difference between the line and the projection. Even in the highest percentage difference with Donnie D, he's got 4.38 difference between his. So there's nothing really that's super juicy. Let's look at some other stuff here. Rebounds and assists, maybe. Nope. Let's see. Three pointers. Well, that's interesting. DeMar DeRozan has a point 0.5 line with a 1.52 projection. So his projection is 3x his line, which is a plus 205 percentage difference. But in his 3 games he's played with his new team, he's only gotten 3 pointers in one of those games. Did not get 3 pointers in the first game, didn't get any 3 pointers in the second game, which is why his line is 0.5. Let me see. Let's check out AG here. So no 3 pointers in the first game, one in the second game, and two in the third game. I don't know. I don't like those. I don't like point 0.5. I think at 1.5 and higher. I think point 0.5 is to me considered a baby line. I just don't like that enough. Points and rebounds. Man, Donnie D's everywhere tonight. Rebounds. Nope. Baby lines. Let me look at this guy again. 16, 12, 20. There's just not anything super juicy. Let's check out points and assists. This this the player props that I have is literally telling me to stop avoiding Donnie D's lines. I mean, he's up top on everything. He's over projected to go over his point line. He's projected to go over his assist line, his rebounds line. We only need him to get 18 here, which he got in his last game. We're talking about 2 episodes ago, that I was trying to remember how to pronounce his last name. I feel like that's a sign. I feel like me talking about his last name and then today him popping up on the top of almost every stat. I feel like that's a sign. What do you guys think? Yeah? Is this what we're doing? We're doing Donnie D's 17.5 PRA line. He's projected to go over on all of them individually, which is nice. He's got a 21.88 projection. We don't need him to get 21 or 22. We just need him to get 18, which he did last game when he got 20. So I think this is where we're going here. Let me, before I officially lock it in, let me check out the spread for this game. So it looks like it's gonna be a close game. So Minnesota's a -5 favorite, but Dallas +5 is the favored spread bet, but barely. Check out the money line predictor here. So Minnesota's still favored to win. They're just the AI is just saying that their money line makes them slightly more favored than they should be, which is why you see the -2.44 here. This is an interesting thing. So Curry's out for Golden State, I believe, for a small chunk of time. What is the spread for the Pelicans? 56. Golden State. Golden State money line's interesting. They're saying even without Curry, Golden State's gonna be fine. So they have no Curry. They lost Clay, and they're still saying that they're going to beat the Pelicans. That's interesting. Let's see what the public betting trends say about this game. Okay, so it's almost a 50-50 split on the bets and the money for the money lines. Almost a 50-50 split. I'm not looking at the right game. I'm looking at Donnie D's game. I'm looking at the Golden State game. But yeah, this looks like it's gonna be a close game. So I like Donnie D's prop more because it's not gonna be a blowout either way, or it shouldn't be. If you go down the Golden State game, man, 76% of the money and only 48% of the bets are on the Pelicans to win. That's a 28% sharp difference. So that means there's a lot of single tickets or people that the tickets that actually have Pelicans money line, they're betting a lot of money on those tickets. That's why there's a lot more money than there is number of tickets, which is why the sharp thing's triggering. It looks like it's also the same thing as well on the away side of things. 27% on the under. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to bet Pelicans. I don't know if I'm going to do money line and spread bets tonight. I'm just going to lock in Donnie D. We're going to call it a day on that. We will be posting other videos this week for NFL, so make sure you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. If you have any questions whatsoever on how to use PlayerProps.ai, for the love of all that's holy, just ask. Or click these buttons, every single tool. Click to learn how to use the betting trends. Click to learn how to use the prop predictor. Click to learn how to use this, how to use that. So if you are curious, you're like, I don't know if I'm using this right because I'm not winning money and everybody else that's using it is winning money, to do two things. Watch the videos, get in the Discord and ask questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question. We love answering questions. We're the most helpful sports betting community that exists on planet Earth. I'll back that up with anything, but we're locking in Donnie D, PRA 17.5 because the app is literally forcing him into our bet slips from just popping up on every gosh dang stat we toggled. But yeah, good luck, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.